So hello guys, welcome back to channel Get to White once again. It's been very long since I have come fresh and I have uploaded the stuff on Get to White YouTube channel on firmware development. I know I have stopped the videos after the ADC peripheral in STM microcontrollers because I got into some of my work. As all of you know that I'm in 4th year of my college, so I got into the finding my internships, jobs and in the interview process. So that is really very tiring and hectic process which actually takes up lots of my time for making the content on YouTube. In the meanwhile, I have started doing the blogging also on the Get to Byte website so that you people can get more knowledge and you can get, apart from videos, can get the blogs in written format content also. So on the website you will see there are number of blogs which I have written, not only me but some of my juniors and some of my batchmates have also written. Okay, so you can explore the Get to Byte website also. So now coming back to the main content and the new series which I am starting on Get to Byte is on the introduction on Nordic NRF5 XS SoCs. So Nordic Semiconductor is an MNC which designs and develops the IoT SoC chips, which and its series mainly on the IoT protocols like BLE, Bluetooth Low Energy, Bluetooth Mesh, Thread, ZigBee, all these short range, ultra low power communication IoT protocols. And Bluetooth Low Energy is one of the those very important IoT protocols which are very heavily used in industry because of their adaptation on wide number of devices like phones, desktops, our wearable devices, our headphones, earphones, all these devices. So BLE is very important and very heavily used, and Nordic Semiconductor specializes on the Bluetooth Low Energy for IoT chips, developing the IoT chips, and it has broad range of portfolio on this. Especially it's the most widely series used is NRF52 series, and the NRF53 and NRF52 also. So NRF52840 SoC is the latest one which is being designed and developed by the by the Nordic Semiconductors. So in this series we are going to use the NRF52840, the SoC only, which has not only Bluetooth Low Energy but it has IoT protocols like Bluetooth Mesh, NFC, Thread, ZigBee. So we will be simultaneously understanding all of these IoT protocols, understanding their IoT stacks, and then understanding their APIs and the SDKs which are available for using these protocols. Now first of all, we will be needing some kind of development kit or some kind of development board for making our projects, for making and experimenting with these Bluetooth Low Energy IoT enabled chips and the peripherals of the microcontroller. So these chips NRF5280, these are not only having features of Bluetooth Low Energy and IoT protocols, but they are rich in in terms of MCU peripherals also. These have almost all the peripherals of microcontrollers like UART, SPI, TWI, all these features with addition to the 2.4 RF transceivers inbuilt on it. So at first when I want to start with these Nordic Semiconductor series and want to start with the Bluetooth Low Energy, so first thing which comes to my mind that how should I start it, because its development kit which comes are very if I make you see, yeah. So I have this NRF528 development kit. It has lots of features, lots of chips on it, and there are many things on this board. So at first I really gets confused at how should I start. Should I directly start with Bluetooth Low Energy, or should I first experiment with the peripherals of this microcontroller, or you can say SoC. So what I have decided, I will move step by step. First, we will cover the peripherals of this NRF52840 development kit. We will understand what all SDK is there, how are the and what are the different APIs for using the GPIO, I2C, UART, SPI. It set up its environment on my PC, and then first of all get along with these basic things, and then subsequently move to the Bluetooth Low Energy stack and its APIs, and me using it in our application codes. So that is the procedure that will be following with this series also, and I would recommend for the beginners, because directly jumping to the higher things will not solve the problem until unless you don't know the basics. Okay, so now first of all, to get started with any microcontroller, first couple of things that we need are the development software in our laptop, in a host system, and the development hardware. In terms of development hardware, I will be using NRF52840 development kit only, which I have. Okay, so I will be using this in my development hardware, and in the development software we will be needing couple of things. We will be needing first an integrated development environment, an IDE, which is a complete solution for compiling, for debugging, for flashing, for modifying, as all text editors, all the tool chain for programming into a microcontroller. So Nordic Semiconductor provides the two IDEs. Okay, those two IDs are the Seger Embedded Studio and the ARM Kyle Vision. So these are the two which are being stated on the info center of the Nordic Semiconductors for using these microcontrollers for the IDEs. So I will be proceeding, and the one which I recommended is with the SES, the Seger Embedded Studio. Okay, so Seger Embedded Studio is a professional IDE for developing our firmwares, not only our NRF chips, but it supports wide number of ARM Cortex based microcontrollers and SoCs. But Seger Embedded Studio is free to use for the NRF chips, and we can easily download it from its official website. And from its official website, so as we setting up to a tool chain, it will list three requirements, and out of these three requirements for getting started, one is Seger Embedded Studio, which is an IDE for our embedded devices. So you just download it, the Embedded Studio downloads. Okay, and you just download your Windows installer, which, and I have the 64-bit, so I will be installing the 64-bit. As I have already downloaded in my PC, so I will not be downloading it again, but its process is very easy. You just download it from here. If any queries, you can just directly get to me on my comment sections. Okay, and then we will be needing another thing, as I have told you, are this NRF5280 development kit. It has lots and lots of things on it. Okay, and one of the things which it has is the onboard debugger. It is the onboard Seger debugger, which is known as the interface MCU. Okay, so we have to install some of the software packages of those debugger, and that can be downloaded from this link. Okay, so that also 64-bit installer, so you just click on this and download this also. So that's all that we have to do for developing our soft tool chains for development software. Okay, so I have downloaded both of these Seger Embedded Studio and the software package of Seger J-Link Debugger on my program, under my program files under the Seger folder. So that's it that we have to do for our setting up the IDE and for setting up the tool chains. Now we will be installing the development software. We will be installing the software development kit, which are the already pre-built libraries given by the Nordic Semiconductors for using its IoT stacks, for making applications or using the peripherals and its peripheral drivers. So if we navigate to the development software section in the Nordic Semiconductors, we will see there are a number of software development kits: NRF MDK, NRF Connect SDK, and NRF SDK and soft devices. So at first it was very confusing for me that why there are number of different SDKs, what exactly which one is, and which one do we actually have to use for our purposes. And our purposes is like for IoT, for using the IoT protocols like BLE and all these, and for using the peripherals. So at first, as I have told you, our focus will be only on using the peripherals of our Nordic SoCs. So the one which I have figured out is that NRF5 SDK is the one that we have to use for the drivers and libraries, contains the libraries and driver source and header files. Okay, so we will download it, and the latest SDK of NRF5 SDK at the point of making the video is 17.1.0. so just click on it and then navigate to the low, and it will like here you can select all the SDKs that you have to download. So these are the soft devices packages. Soft devices are basically the library are these radio frequency stacks of a Bluetooth low energy, ZigBee, Thread, and all those different and protocols and the IoT protocols which are there. So I have already just download on the files under the .zip, and then it will start downloading. I have already downloaded the SDK on my desktop, so I will just make you navigate to it. Okay, so under the NRF5 SDK device download, and this is my NRF5 SDK 17.1.0, which has number of folders inside it. Now we will be exploring these folders at first and understanding what all APIs and codes are written under these folders. So out of these, the one which will be out of concern right on for exploring the peripherals of NRF Nordic controllers is the modules and the NRFX folder. So NRFX is in and itself. So NRFX is our standalone set of drivers for the peripherals present in Nordics SoCs. So this is just like NRFX folder is like an STM32HL or the Arduino core, which has all the pre-built libraries for using the drivers, for using our GPIO, I2C, SPI, different peripherals and their HL and low level driver codes. Okay, so we will be exploring and hindering around these folders at first in the upcoming videos. And in the NRF5 SDK you can also see a folder by the name of examples, in which we have the examples for different applications for using the BLE examples, BLE central peripheral, ZigBee and protocol, crypto, DFU and number of NFC and these things. The one which will be out of concern will be the peripherals examples, and in these peripheral examples we will be first of all flashing the blinky LED sketch example. Okay, so and this is the okay. So that's it for this video. Okay, you can also get to know about all of these things from this blog, okay, which I have written on introduction to NRF5 5x SoCs, okay, in which I have explained all the development software, development hardware, and in the end I have also uploaded the blink LED sketch on the NRF5280 development kit successfully from the Seger Embedded Studio, and explaining you all of the things turn by turn. Okay, so you can explore out this video, you can explore out this blog. I will be giving links for all of these under the video description. Okay, so that's it for now in this video. I hope you like the video. If you like the video and like the content and my work, so kindly share that video, and do not forget to explore the Get2Byte website, where I have been making I have made the blogs, not only I have but with my team on STM32 microcontrollers, AVIA microcontrollers and many other electronics and Altium Studio also. So I will be taking a leave for now. So that's it for this video. In the next upcoming videos we will be exploring these folders, these examples and these peripherals of the Nordic SoCs more, and understanding all of these things. So that's it for now this video. See you in the next video. So that's it for now. Like the video, subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get notified for new videos, and share it with your friends.